So, have you ever had a print that didn't work out the first time? Well, let me show you something. This is Squirtle. He's my first print that absolutely failed. That took a lot of time. Um, yeah, I was super excited to make this project. You have no idea. For him to turn out like this, it broke my heart because I'm gonna tell you something. This guy, he's perfect. He's literally perfect until he got here. What happened? I'm gonna tell you what happened. So, short story long. He was printing. He was doing really good. My printer had stopped a couple times. I was using the H2C. You know, sometimes it had some re-rolling issues with my filament, and I think that's due to the fact that my filament wasn't dried completely or something like that. Do I really know? I don't know. That's besides the point. So yeah, it was re-rolling. You know, when you have an H2C, it kind of switches the filament multiple times. You guys should already know this. Or if you don't know this, that's fine too. But ultimately, ultimately, I had it running for this was like a 3 day print. So it took a long time for this to even get this far. So when it got this far, I had saw an error on it, and it was I'm pretty sure it was an extruder error. And you know, I'm like, no biggie. I can get over this. Nothing crazy. I was so wrong when I thought when you see an extruder error, you have to take that stuff seriously because what that means is if something's not extruding, that means it's gonna pretend to extrude, meaning it's going to ghost print, and then when it ghost prints, it's going to move up a layer without any filament, which is no bueno. No bueno. I was like, oh, my H2C, it had it always has a little issue. It fixes it itself. I thought that. Yeah, I thought that. And then next thing you know, I come back downstairs. I'm like, why is his eyes higher than his head? And I'm like, oh no. Oh no. This cannot be happening. There's no way I sat here for 3 days checking on this print. And then next thing you know, it just doesn't print perfectly. And I was in shambles. The fact that I had to sit here, go to work, come back, I'm like, yes, this is looking really good. And then on the last day, I'm like, oh my gosh, it only has like 3 hours left. And then I see this. I see this. Do you see this? I don't think you should be holding a Squirtle like this, by mind you, by the way, just saying. I was like, damn, now I gotta buy a whole nother blue, a whole nother red, and then this color right here. Not really sure it's a beige, whatever. And honestly, also, if you didn't know, Squirtle's shell isn't even supposed to be red. Apparently, it's supposed to be brown. How'd I figure this out? Google on H2C. You better act quick because that's when you got to understand that you have to do something about that layer switch. Now, unfortunately, I did not find the correct resolution for that issue because I ignored it, unfortunately. However, if I do come across it again, I will definitely let you guys know, and I definitely will try to figure it out. I'm pretty sure all I had to do was just push the filament inside the extruder while it was going through the process of ghost printing. But I'm pretty sure that so that's it seems like that would be the most basic resolution to that situation because if it's printing and it's just printing and there's no filament going in, obviously the filament didn't reach the extruder, therefore it can't. It's ghost printing. Booyah! It was like I had 2 hours left. His head is screwed. His tail. Oh my! He can't even stand up. His tail broke off because I dropped it. Because I dropped it out of anger. I mean, there's ways around this. What I could have did, honestly, I could have just um found the layer it messed up on. I could have found the layer. I could have found the layer it messed up on, right? Then I could have just printed it, the top layer, and probably just glued it down. But honestly, I don't know about you guys, but I don't I like it just being 100% personally. But I don't know what it is about me, but I call me wasteful, whatever. But I like when it's 100%, it goes fully through. I could have definitely just printed the part, put it on top, and then glue it. But then then what if it had a layer? What if it had like a line in it? Then I would have been tight, and I'm like, oh, this is not perfect. But we don't aim for perfection here. We aim for better than the last time. Right. So, yeah, so that happened. Um, yeah, this guy, he's done for. He's honestly, this is a really beautiful print. I'm telling you, until it got here, everything was perfect. Like literally everything was perfect. And I'm gonna show you my new one that I have, and it's not perfect, but it finished. But this one's literally, if it finished, it would have been so much better than the last one. I promise you. Check this one out. Picked him up by the head. Look at that. But for real, this Squirtle, as you can see, this Squirtle is not perfect, but it finished. And that's what I like about it. It finished. Head's nice, body's nice. Everything's pretty solid, you know? It looks pretty solid. But I'm going to show you where it messed up. If you look right here, if you look right here on the mouth, underneath right here, you see where it messed up? That's where it messed up. And that's the issue here. Like, and I'm not mad at it at all. Like, it is what it is. Like, it's a little layer line. It's just a statue. I'm not mad at it. It's cool, whatever. Also, if you look on his face, it has layer shits on his face too. It didn't have that. Well, it didn't even reach there actually, but for this guy. But you look at him, this one right here, the messed up one, is actually printed better than the fully printed one right here. And even on its back, even on the back of it, like you can see the line on it right there. But it still made it all the way through. And we don't throw away things that finish. See his line, he has no line on the back of him. Literally perfect, literally perfect. Another reason why this probably had happened was because of the hot ends. And what happens is I was supposed to recalibrate my H2C, the hot ends, when I did this software update or something like that. And it didn't, for some reason, it I guess this happened. And I guess that's why this happened too. But the crazy part about it is that the hot end, the hot end exchange part wasn't the blue. So it was every other color. It was every other color. So I'm kind of concerned, like why did the blue shift? You know, the blue is literally the main color that I use. So I don't see how it caused a layer shift with this, because it was the left nozzle color. So it kind of doesn't make any sense to me. But that's what I've been hearing around the printer community. At least that's what I've been reading and hearing from my friends and the guys who are more educated than me in this thing. So I'm not printing him again. He's beautiful. He or she looks amazing. Um, you can't go wrong with this. This is a nice print. What I might print next? I don't know. I'm low key thinking. Should I keep it a secret? No, I ain't gonna keep it a secret. I'm low key thinking about printing a Corsola. But I don't know. Whatever you guys want me to print next, let me know. Put it in the comment section, and I'll print that. But I do like Corsola. I ain't gonna lie. And I got a lot of leftover pink filament. But yeah, let me know what you want me to print next. Could be anything you want. Just let me put it in the comment section, and I'll whip it up. Later, guys.